Welcome back to Inside the Lines. We are in the Salzburg Arena. We are minutes away from kickoff of this tie between Austria and Chile. Austria, host nation, obviously. As you can see on court, the Austrian team is having a last warm-up. The Chilean team was on before, and most probably the Chileans will come on again after for a brief session before everybody goes back into the locker room and goes into final preparations, pep talk and what have you, punching the walls a little bit, getting the testosterones flowing out there, and then it's game time. Just a quick reminder, action will start at 3 p.m. locally here, so that's 2 p.m. GMT, and then wherever you are in the world, figure it out. It'll start by Jurij Rodionov, the rookie of this Austrian team, who will be facing Nicolas Jarry, the number 1 player of Chile. And then those two will come off court. And remember, it's best of 3. So the first player to win 2 sets seals that point. Things will go a bit quicker. So if you need to plan anything, do it before or after, because matches will be a little bit shorter unless we go for a marathon match. That match will then be followed by Denis Novak against Cristian Garin, which will be the number 1 player of Austria versus number 2 of Chile. Just so you know, both head-to-heads are at 0-0 between these 4 players. Rodionov and Jarry have never met, nor have Novak and Garin. While we were sleeping, because we do sleep sometimes, on the other side of the planet, action kicked off in Australia, in India, in China, and we, not everybody was sleeping, fortunately. We have people over there monitoring everything. We have, in fact, people who are in London and who never sleep. I hope they're doing okay. They'll probably recognize themselves when I say that. But here is, we've compiled a little bit of highlights from various ties that took place earlier today. Here are some points you can check out, some nice action. Why don't you just sit back and take the next 90 seconds to enjoy some tennis.
Prajnesh under huge pressure here.
And that's the match. That's it. Prajnesh has been broken. The match is over. India has lost the second rubber as well, as Prajnesh has lost to Valentini 6-4, 6-3 in this first day of the Davis Cup tie here in Kolkata at South Club.
And China.
Well, it was quick in the end, wasn't it? Alex de Minaur is on the board for Australia. His first win at Davis Cup level. And a proud moment for him. Mirza Basic can hold his head high. He was wounded. He fought hard. But it's Australia's day.
That is really, really cool to see grass tennis in February. And, I mean, that's why Davis Cup is so nice, because it's played all over the world, and depending on the host nation, they choose their surface, and according to climate, I mean, February on grass doesn't happen often. It does in Davis Cup, and that is why we love Davis Cup, because that's the only competition that can do that. Another star-filled tie that's going on this weekend is in Switzerland, Russia, in Biel. Russia has put out their A-team on court. They clearly want to go to Spain at the end of the year. They are Madrid bound. That's at least what they're saying. They're sending a big message. Players on that team, Karen Khachanov, Daniil Medvedev, Andrei Rublev. I mean, that's pretty much as good as it gets almost for Russia. Yeah, why don't we take a look at the preview of this tie to get you salivating a little bit for what's going to happen in Switzerland today and tomorrow. It's going to be lucky people who are going to be sitting in that stadium, because there are going to be some amazing players out on court, and it's going to be definitely a very, very exciting tie. A few minutes ago, we were sitting right here. I was sitting right here, and Jürgen Melzer, the Austrian doubles player, former number 8 in the world, was sitting right next to me. He was meant, I'll be completely transparent with you guys, he was meant to be here live with us during the show, but because of last-minute practice changes, and that's, those are the problems of being live, he could not make it during the show. But since he's such a classy guy, and he really is, and I don't just say that to be nice, he came and sat with us for a few minutes before his practice, and we discussed, Davis Cup, his career, where he's at, what's his future, just really, really interesting stuff. So here, have a listen of what Jürgen Melzer had to say to us earlier.
Yeah. Match what Eli does. Sort of fairly close to your mouth.
I'll try my best.
You'll do good. This guy's experience. Okay, we're good? Okay, we're rolling. Okay. Jürgen, thank you very much for giving us a couple of minutes. First thing I want to know, you're coming right out of the court. You were practicing. You're in the locker room. You're with the guys. We're a couple of minutes before this Davis Cup tie is going to start. How are the guys? What's the atmosphere like? Can you just make us feel a bit like you're taking us inside the locker room?
Well, of course, everybody is excited. Everybody was practicing hard the week, looking forward to the weekend, and here it comes. And we definitely have a goal, and that's Madrid. And you can feel that atmosphere in the locker room, and everybody is ready to go out there, and can't wait until it's 3 o'clock.
There was a big change, obviously, in this team. I'm going to go over this real quickly, but Dominic is not here. He was your leader. I mean, he's top 10 players, amazing clay court player, maybe the second best in the world. His absence, it's not too tough to deal with, or that's just, it was maybe when you guys found out, and now it's gone. We're moving on, and that's it.
Well, of course you have to move on, but in the beginning, of course, it was a shock, because the reason why we play on clay was Dominic. As you said, he's the second best clay court player, probably after Rafa, and having him in the team, you almost guarantee 2 points. So, and now with him in absence, clay would not be our first pick, that's for sure. So
I asked the Chilean players if they chose the surface or if you guys chose the surface.
Yeah, well, that's the right question to ask. But having said that, we have to deal with what we have here now. The team has a great spirit in it, and we know we're probably not the favorites coming into this tie, but there is so many things happen in Davis Cup that I have witnessed over the past 20 years that I believe in our chances, and let's see if we can take them over the weekend.
Chile is clearly on paper favorite. What is it going to take for your team to win this tie? You with your experience and your knowledge of this competition, what, aside from obviously winning the matches?
No, I think it takes a great day of tennis from both of our singles guys, and let's hope for a not so good of a day especially from Nicolas Chari. I think he's obviously the number one player on this weekend, and having had a lot of success last year on clay courts, so he will be the guy to lead the Chilean team, and if he is in good shape, then it's really tough for us.
So taking 1 point off him out of the two? already?
Well, I'm happy if we take 2 of Garin and win the doubles. I don't need... Jari can win 2 matches as long as we win the other 3. But I think it will be extremely difficult to beat Jari on this surface. But, well, let's see if maybe he has an off day and anything can happen.
Okay, great. So now we know what you guys need to do. It's very simple, really. I want to talk about you a little bit. I mean, can you understand people who will see this interview and who say, Jürgen Melzer, wait, isn't he retired, or what is he still playing tennis? So tell us a little bit, because you had the injury, the shoulder, the surgery, then you made the comeback, and you've been playing lots of qualifying events, you've been playing challengers. You were top 10 in the world. Is it tough for you to have to go through these qualies and lose in these qualies? And I mean, what do you tell us a little bit? Yeah, explain.
You forgot about one injury. After my first shoulder surgery, I mean, I came back, was close to top 100, and had then to go back to have elbow surgery. So that's another one that threw me back. And basically, after elbow surgery, after half a year of playing, I decided I'm gonna end my singles career, which I did in October last year in Vienna. But I felt like I still have some tennis left in me, and I enjoy the game, and now I need to play. If I want to play, I have to play doubles challengers. And I said, okay, I'm going to give myself, let's say, 5-6 months. If I can get my ranking up to play on the real tour doubles. And if I can do that, I will do that. If not, you won't see me next year.
Okay. You're exactly Roger's age.
Yeah.
I mean, and there are other players who are older now. Tennis players are getting older and older. Is that something that also helps you to... I mean, Bob Ryan is... I mean, he's like 62. I mean,
that's mean.
I mean, in all seriousness, is that something that helps you to say, okay, I can still do this? I mean, there's time. There's no rush, really.
I think in doubles there's time. Especially if you have had a long singles career, your body is used to a lot of practice, and so in doubles, this practice time goes down because you only have to cover half of the court. It's not so much running. It's no ad system, scoring. So it's less demanding on your body. But for me, it's more about am I able to... I mean, I've been 6th in the world in doubles, so I'm looking forward to win majors again.
Sure.
So for that, I have to get my ranking up.
You've won 2.
Yeah. So that's why I feel like I still have something left in me. And age... I mean, it's a boring sentence, but it's just a number. If you can get out of bed normally in the morning and everything feels all right, why not play tennis? It's the best job in the world you can have.
It's a very good one, indeed. I like my job too, but whatever. And my last question, I want to ask you, come back to this tie. Something tells me that your role here is more than a doubles player on this team. Are you like assisting a little bit Stefan in shaping the guys and giving your experience and talking to them and being like the big brother, or I don't know?
Well, I think it would be a waste if I don't share my experience over the past 20 years, especially in this competition. So, and having a rookie in the team, I think it helps to have somebody that has been there, done that, and of course I'm trying to help. I mean, Stefan also has a lot of experience, but while I'm still on the tour, and I'm especially I have a great relationship with Dennis, so I kind of can help him through a weekend like this, and it has been working well in the past. He has played great Davis Cup matches, so hoping he can pull another one off this weekend.
It sounds like you're starting your coaching career.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so this is not a scoop off.
No,
yet. Okay.
Not yet.
Jürgen, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Best of luck for the action. We can't wait for it to start. The place is beautiful. The city is beautiful, and now all there's left to do is to have some great tennis.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Great stuff by Jürgen Melzer. I mean, really classy guy, nice guy. He just strolled up here alone. You know, players usually like want security, want to be accompanied by their press officer. Jürgen Melzer just strolled up here. We weren't even ready for him. He just sat down. He's like, "You guys ready?" I was like, "Can you give us 5 minutes?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem." Very, very nice guy. And I must say, ever since we set foot in Austria, the Austrians have been so helpful, kind, and make you feel at home, and it makes a real big difference. So I just want to take this moment and say thank you, Austria, because for us, it's really nice to feel welcome like that. Jürgen spoke about the rookie. I don't know if you caught that. He talked about rookie. We caught that. We spoke to Jurij Rodionov, who's going to kick off action against Nicolas Jarry for his Davis Cup debut. And when we mentioned his debut in the interview that you're going to see. Check out his smile. Like, his smile immediately goes, keep. He just hits a huge smile. Really nice stuff. Jurij Rodionov, he was practicing a few minutes ago, but just left the court. It's too bad. This is what he had to say. Really nice interview from the rookie of the Austrian team. It's game time. What do you feel? It's to have the Austrian flag on your back to play tennis. It's obviously, I even see the smile coming on your face right now when I say that.
I mean, it's the first time playing Davis Cup for my country. I feel proud and I feel a lot of pressure. I will promise my country to do my best and hopefully get important points.
Is it a childhood dream that's coming true for you, or is it just a natural continuation of what should come next for you?
Of course, it's a dream because when you're young, you're watching Davis Cup, you always believe that you can play one day as well. And now it's just a dream come true, and I'm just happy to be here, and I live in the moment and just having fun.
How did you find out? Can you tell us who called you, or where were you, and what was your reaction?
I was in Rennes. I was playing a tournament, a challenger. I just beat Mandarino, and then my captain Stefan Kubek gave me a call and told me, "Yeah, you're playing," and it was a big surprise. I was very happy, and yeah.
What happened in your next match?
I mean, I lost because probably I wasn't concentrating 100% on the challenger, more on the Davis Cup, but it is how it is, and now I'm here, and now I'm happy.
And you're starting off against the number 1 Chilean player, who's number 45 in the world. Can you talk about that match?
I mean, I'm the how to say David, like Goliath David. I'm the yes, and I'm just trying my best. I mean, last week I beat my first top 50 guy, so everything's possible, and I will try my best.
Crowd, you're going to play with the crowd. You're going to use the crowd. You're going to ask them to help you, to come give you energy.
Of course, I mean, I think that's a big opportunity for Austrians, for the home court to take advantage of, and I will play with the crowd. I will love to play with the crowd, and yeah, I will enjoy it.
How do you say good luck in German?
Viel Glück.
Viel Glück.
Dankeschön.
You think that guy looks happy? You think? I mean, it's really nice to see. It's really nice to see that Davis Cup has that power on you, and I mean, that's a childhood dream, and you can see he's just became a child immediately. Talked about playing for his country, and emotions were all over the place. He was, in fact, when we stopped rolling, he couldn't stop smiling and talking about it, and you felt that he was very, very emotional about that. So we'll see. It's going to be tough out there. It's a whole different ballgame when you're on the court facing number 45 in the world, and you're going to get serves smashed at you. But he's going to have the crowd behind him, because right now, as you can see, stadium is empty, but this is the calm before the storm. So in a few hours or a few minutes, this place is going to be packed. It's sold out for the next 2 days, and they're going to be surely supporting Jurij Rodionov. Since we still have some time, I want you to show you this great point between Alex de Minaur of Australia and Mirza Basic of Bosnia-Herzegovina that happened earlier today. And for the moment, this is the hot shot of the day. Check it out.
Best point of the match. Good court coverage from both players.
Usually de Minaur will win those points, but it was Basic this time. But wow, what a point. Great stuff out there, down under. Really nice to see. We had fun. Remember, we had fun with Team Chile yesterday. We showed you the Mozart Challenge, which was great. Well, we also had fun with Team Austria. There's no reason, right? We're neutral. We played a game. We challenged Stefan Kubek, Team Austria, captain of Team Austria, to play 2 truths and a lie. So we lined up 3 of his players. We put him in front of them, and we asked him to tell them 2 truths and a lie and have them guess which one is the lie. So let's see how good of a liar Stefan Kubek really is.
3 facts. One fact, I never lost a doubles in Davis Cup. Second fact, when I was a kid I was ski jumping and the furthest I went was 43 meters. And the third is, after I won Doha, I bought the fastest car I ever owned.
I think the first one is a lie and the other two are right. He's a ski jumper and a fast racing car, but not a doubles player.
I think the ski jumping is wrong.
Same.
That's true. But I was a ski jumper, but the furthest was only 21 meters.
So we were right?
And I never did lose a doubles match in Davis Cup because I never played.
That's what I said at the beginning. That's what I said.
I mean, come on, Stefan. You can do better than that. Not the best liar. He immediately got caught red-handed, handed the cookie jar, what have you. I decided I'm going to challenge myself to 2 truths and a lie. So I'm going to tell you guys 2 truths and a lie, and then I will reveal the answer tomorrow. But in the meantime, feel free to answer, on Twitter, Facebook, wherever you may find a place to do that on all the social networks. Remember, you can follow all the action live on daviscup.com and on all the different social networks. Check out great coverage, video, photo, written, everything. Don't miss anything. Thanks to the coverage from the teams that are going around everywhere. Before I go into my 2 truths and a lie, which you're obviously very excited about, and I can tell you're kind of sitting at the edge of your seat. You can see, as I said, Chilean players back on court. Maybe if Jack our cameraman can zoom in there. I'm going to get out of your way so you can see they're just warming up for a last little practice. The court was cleaned up. They're going to probably go on for half an hour, quick half an hour just to hit around. And after that will seal practice for today before playtime. So, Jack, back on me. Ready, guys? 2 truths and a lie. First, I used to be a professional tennis player. Second, I am fluent in 4 languages. And third, I once beat Novak Djokovic in a tennis rally. That's it. That was my poker face. You have until tomorrow to answer that. See if you can figure it out. And I promise, I will tell you, and I will prove everything tomorrow, so that you can see if I'm really a good liar, or at least if I'm better than Stefan Kubek. Come on, Stefan. I still can't get over how bad of a liar he was. Anyways, that pretty much sums it up for today. We are going to be back live on air tomorrow. So tomorrow, play starts here a little bit earlier. It'll start at 1 p.m. as opposed to 3 p.m. local here today. Why? Because there's going to be the doubles that are going to kick off the action tomorrow. And then they will be followed by the 2 reverse singles. So 1 against 1 and then 2 against 2. So a great day of tennis again tomorrow. We will be live 2 hours before kickoff. So 11 a.m. local here in Salzburg, 10 a.m. GMT. And we will bring you, again, news from all over the world. We'll have lots of stuff to show you because by then all the ties will have been played, at least the first day of them. Some of the second day will be already, in fact, going on. So there's going to be tons of stuff to talk about tomorrow, tons of footage to show you, great stories to tell. And what we will do is we're going to leave you with the preview videos of 2 ties that are going on today. Slovakia against Canada, where Martin Klizan is playing, Denis Shapovalov is playing, and Felix Auger-Aliassime is playing. And Czech Republic, Netherlands, where Robin Haase is playing, Jerry Vesely is playing. So check out these two beautiful previews that should get you salivating. Get ready. It's tennis. It's Davis Cup. It's this afternoon. It's in a few minutes, guys. Go do what you got to do. Go buy your popcorn. Get your drinks. Get comfortable in your couch. Turn your TV on and enjoy the tennis. I'm Eli Weinstein. This was Inside the Lines, live from Salzburg. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's a great pleasure to welcome you here to Bratislava on the occasion of Davis Cup tie between Canada and Slovakia.